Jaime.
Sheehy.
The See For Yourself project will bring 10 young people from various parts of Northern Ireland here to Kilkeel, to the harbour, and we're going to take them through various aspects of the industry. We're going to teach them how to cook fish, to take that fear factor away. We're going to meet skippers, get on board boats and see everything that's going around here at the harbour and see if we can make them feel as passionate about the seafood industry as the project team does. Young people don't eat fish probably because they think it's hard to cook, because they think it smells, because it's just so much more convenient to go up to the Chinese or the fish and chip shop, and they prefer to spend £5–6 like that rather than going into the shop and buying something for themselves.
It's all fast food nowadays, like it's young wanted burgers and chips and what have you. Fresh fish, maybe it's just not available the same, I don't know, but it's nothing but beating a good fresh fish like.
Fishing is a dying industry now because people now, when they leave school, the first thing they want to do is go to university and then be looking for jobs ashore, because really in the fishing industry a lot of the time spent at sea, so they don't have a lot of social time.
I think young people don't really like fish quite simply because they're not used to it. You know, it's not something that's served in a lot of family homes. So as a result of that, I think they're a little apprehensive to try it.
We're exporting the fish that because there's a good market to export it, and we're not eating it here, so we have to export. So really, the reason for that is we're not eating enough fish or not eating enough prawns.
So some of these young people had literally never held a fish before in their lives. It's just completely foreign to them. At the start of the experience, we wanted to actually have them hold it in their hands, and yeah, the reactions were pretty hilarious.
Over me, everything.
Today the young guys came down aboard the Celtic Harvester to see the mussel dredger. We work to order, so usually we catch roughly 20 tonnes per day. That'll be shipped out. So most of our mussels that we catch would go to Holland. Roughly 90% would go to Holland, 10% would go to the French market. Very, very few mussels would be consumed in Ireland compared to Europe. It's a very small market here in Ireland for mussels. Not many people eat them here compared to the Europeans. Yeah, young people nowadays don't eat very much fish at all. Maybe the only fish they might see is actually fish out of a chip van or a fish and chip shop. There's such a variety of local fish now. I suppose it takes time to prepare the fish and cook it in whatever way they like. Yeah, people just don't eat healthy anymore, I think.
I really wanted the young people to see various aspects of what goes on here, so we went over and took a look at Terry Cunningham and his work as a net mender, and I find it fascinating to see how he uses his craft and how important his job is to all of the other boats. You know, he is confronted maybe with a torn net, and his job is to get this net repaired as soon as possible so the boat can go out and keep fishing again.
I've been working at this job for 37 years from I left school. From I started the industry, in this harbour alone there was 120 odd boats. There's now maybe half of that. There's nothing like making a new net, giving it to the customer and him coming back and telling you what he caught and what his catch was for the week. Younger people are not interested because there's not the same money in the job as there used to be maybe 20 years ago. They were making a lot of money. Now it's just average. I'm worried about what happens in a few years' time. As I say, I'm the youngest at this job now, and there's nobody interested coming behind me. So really, if the fishing industry is gonna go ahead, which it is, you always need somebody at this job.
Schools should play a huge part in trying to get kids to eat fish. I mean, kids are there 5 days a week, they eat 5 meals there, and it really should, in my opinion, involve fish at least once or twice a week. I think for school kids nowadays, fish is a real unknown entity. I would imagine it's not something I learned a lot about in school, and I would imagine it's still like that today. To change young people's conceptions of fish, I think the best way to do it is to get them involved, get them hands-on, let them see what it is, let them know where it comes from, and let them taste how good it is when it's been properly cooked.
I did manage to burn my fish, so I've had to redo it all. I overcooked it, probably burnt it.
Yeah, I think we did change their minds a little bit. Like I say, when they get hands-on and when they see it for themselves and get involved in the preparation and the cooking, it makes it a little bit more fun rather than just having it served up by mum on a Friday.
In Northern Ireland, there's a strong culture of eating fish. In fact, that culture extends right across Ireland. We're an island nation and fish has always been an incredibly important part of our diets here. But do we eat enough fish? No, probably we don't. We've got an absolute bounty of amazing seafood right on our doorsteps, in the Irish Sea, in the lochs, right around our coasts, and also from aquaculture production in Northern Ireland, where people are farming oysters, mussels, salmon around the coast. People are recommended to eat 2 portions of fish a week, and one of those should be an oily fish. The health benefits of including fish in your diet are absolutely incredible. It contains huge amounts of omega-3 fatty acids, there's huge amounts of vitamin D. Fish can help brain function, your eyesight. There's just so many benefits to eating fish. It's low fat. So I think everyone needs to work together and work really hard to get more people to eat more fish. It's a superfood.
10 years ago we got 99% of our fish here in Northern Ireland. Today we bring 99% in from Scotland.
I think that parents now in general are showing their children the goodness, the nutritional goodness of fish. And we see them bringing their children here, and the children equally enjoying seeing all the different species of fish, the live lobster, the live crab, and they find this fascinating, which we find is terrific for the like of ourselves. It's great to see the parents bringing the youth in so as they can see the bounty that we have around our shores.
At the end of the project, I wanted the young people to have the confidence to cook a small bit of fish easily and to say, yeah, I can do that. And I think we achieved that. The other thing that I think the young people are leaving with is an appreciation of how difficult this industry is, how dangerous it is, and how much is involved into putting a piece of fresh fish into a market. If we could give the young people the skills and the knowledge to prepare fish themselves easily, quickly, that they would then be able to take that back to their own families and spread that message about. I think it's an absolute crying shame that so much of our seafood gets exported away. It's one of our best natural resources, and it's such a shame that more people don't appreciate it and that it doesn't stay here. So hopefully the project will go some way to keeping more of our seafood at home and getting more people to enjoy it and appreciate it.
Over the course of the weekend, I've learned that fish is really healthy for you and really good for you. I thought it was going to be not good, I wasn't going to find it interesting, but then really I did.
I think schools should start making more fish because people would really eat it. Fish is healthy, but some people would care because some people doesn't like really eating healthy foods. They always get takeaways and stuff. But fish actually is nice, so there's no point saying it's healthy or not. You might as well just eat it.